Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Foreclosure Deals Coach live Q&A session. I'm your host and the Foreclosure Deals Coach, Donny Coram, recording from my downtown Colorado Springs studios. Good morning, all of you happy, smiley people out there. Hey, love to see people tuning in right away. Please comment below if you are watching here live so I know you're here. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to spend a little time with me, your Foreclosure Deals Coach. So let's hop right into the marketplace, shall we? Listen, I don't want to say that things are back to normal. I don't want to create the impression that the market is back to where it was, because it's not the same level it was for certain. But here's what we do know about the market right now. It is starting to heat up. Now, there's a natural heat up that happens every time about this year here in the Colorado Springs marketplace. People are coming to market. It's starting to get warm out there. The kids are about to get out of school here in May, right? So we have a couple weeks left of school, and then the buying season is going to be truly upon us, okay? So this is an opportunity for people who are looking to sell their homes, who have been working all winter long. We have clients who bought houses back in December, January timeframe who are now coming to market, maybe a little bit more time in construction than we would have liked, but it is starting to work. So I want to give you a couple of quick examples of some of the deals that we're doing right now. Because I want you to see, as potential students of the Foreclosure Deals Coach system, how well this program is working for normal people just like you who want to get started in foreclosure investing. So I'm going to start with Cindy. Cindy would arguably be, Cindy Knighton's her name, and she would arguably be one of the first clients that I signed up when I decided to become a full-time real estate investment coach. When I was sort of transitioning from being a real estate investor, doing 47 flips in a year with my beautiful wife, and deciding, okay, we want to step back from the workload that comes with doing that many flips and start helping people to do their own deals. So I did a talk at a local real estate agency here in town, Pink Realty. Monica Breckeridge is the owner, a good friend of mine, and a wonderful real estate investor and agent, just an all-around great person. She invited me to come talk to her group of agents, and that's where I had the pleasure of meeting Cindy Knighton. Well, Cindy bought a property. This is the after, but I want to take you up. Well, let's just look at the after, because I think I've showed you guys the before a couple of times here. We bought this house on 1102 Kingsley Drive for $238,000. No, I'm not. I'm telling you. Let me show you on the price history. Here we go. You see that? It sold in January when she acquired this property for $238,000. Now it was listed for $290, give or take. Okay, maybe. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it went contingent at $295. That's when they had it, and then it fell. That's where they listed it. We got it for about $280, and then doing a great job on the inspection process. Managed to get the property negotiated down to $238,000, which was the acquisition price. You see that right here. Cindy did a bang-up job using one of our, actually, this was not one of my contractors. This was a contract that came recommended from somebody else. And usually I recommend, of course, using my list of contractors, but I had a great talk with this new contractor. They had done work for other investors here in town. So after a quick vetting process, we decided that they were the right contractor to go through. And look at the results on this property. It came out absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I'm blown away. Kudos to Cindy. Great job. Wonderful work on this property. This is the kind of results we can get, but really what's compelling is the result. Guys, when I put you into a property as your coach, I am always going to try to underestimate the ARV, or after repaired value, of the property. Why? Because I know that if it works at our conservative valuation, then you'll be much happier if we go above and beyond that valuation. Well, when we bought this property, my guesstimate on it was $390. Now, buying, I want to say guesstimate. This is with research and market. We go in and we look at the comps around the neighborhood, and we try to be conservative based on what we're seeing is selling in the market at that moment. There is no real guesswork to this. It's basically just data analysis. And that's what I'm teaching as part of the coaching. I'm helping you to be very confident about your data analysis. So Cindy did a bang-up job of the remodel, spent somewhere in the $60,000 range, which was a bit more than I normally want to spend, but these lender can be escrowed escrowed so you can get your repairs escrowed as part of the deal, so you're not necessarily paying that out of pocket, so we're not going to run out of money along the way. Okay, so she used a hard money lender to get the deal done, escrowed for the repairs. The end result is absolutely gorgeous. Listed last weekend, overwhelmed with like 6 or 7 showings in the first weekend, and now I'm certain she's working through some offers that are going to be lucrative. Look at this number, $415,000. Now, I don't like to speculate on return on investment, but if I were going to guess where Cindy's going to end up, it'd be somewhere between $60,000 and $80,000 in profit. Now, these are not typical results. I'm going to be very clear about that. The issue with this one was that there was a lot of work to be done on this property. And honestly, it was a greater remodel that I would normally want my clients to go into, but the margin was just so incredible. I couldn't turn this opportunity down. Cindy did a wonderful job. She's a great project manager. I want to point that out. That's one of the key elements of being successful in this industry, is being able to manage your construction project completely. So if you're already kind of Cindy's a ex-military, ex-Air Force person, very analytical, very articulate, very big on the process. I hope you're watching right now, Cindy. Got a lot of cool stuff to tell about you today. But she did a very good job of managing the process beginning to end, and then did an even better job of really making this property pop using the same color scheme that we generally use in flips. You know, we consulted on interior design. This is the color that's popular. The staging was amazing, and I am convinced this is going to sell at $415,000, if not more, given the current heat of the market. See, I expect multiple offers on this because we're seeing that across the board. The bidding wars are not the case. They're not coming in $30,000, $40,000 above asking price, okay? But multiple offers means you can minimize your transaction costs. You can refuse to pay closing costs, so you can add some money to your bottom line. But at this number, this deal will be wildly profitable, guys, and it's going to set her up financially to do as many deals as she wants to do from this point forward. It comes down to getting forward and taking the first action you need to do your first deal. I am super proud of Cindy Knighton. Great job, Cindy. Let's give it up for her, guys. That's incredible. We know this program works. Guys, there's absolutely no doubt people are getting actual results. It's not, there are a lot of, I know I harp on this all the time, but I beget saying again, there are a lot of networking groups out there, okay, that are charging $20,000, $40,000 to teach you the idea or theory of doing real estate. You did not come here for theory. Did you? You want to actually do a deal. You're looking to actually make a profit. Am I right or am I right? Okay, so if that's the case, you don't want somebody walking you through the theory of real estate investing. What you're looking for, if you're really going to take this seriously, is the actual practice of getting into real estate investing. And in order to get to practice, okay, if your objective is to get to practice, you're going to want a coach. A coach is going to get rid of your limiting beliefs. It's going to help you to take action where you might hesitate to take action. And I'm going to make sure that you actually get a deal done. You see, with my coaching here, guys, you are guaranteed a result. You're going to do a deal with a minimum profit of $25,000 or more. Note I said minimum profit. Look at Cindy's deal where she blew way past, okay, that $25,000 minimum. How can I offer that guarantee? Because, guys, those deals are out there all the time, and because I am excellent at sourcing deals. So I'm actually working here in the local market, looking for deals for my clients in the local market, and then connecting them with the financing, helping them to do the analysis of the deal, funding the deal with my hard and private money lenders, fixing them with my vetted list of contractors. And then in this case, Cindy's a real estate agent, so she was able to sell the property for nothing on the listing side because she can list it herself, right? And I have other, if you're not an agent, that's okay. We've got discount listing services that are available that can help you list the property for a tenth of what you might pay a real estate agent to put this property on the market, okay? So we can get your property listed. Ultimately, it's going to be more profitable for people who are working with me as a coaching student than somebody trying to do this deal on their own. And as a result of that greater profit, I'm 100% certain that getting coaching, especially in this market, is an absolute no-brainer. Okay, because if you get the consulting that you need to get started and the market is now providing opportunities in droves, you can absolutely ensure they're going to do a deal. That's example number one. I've got more for you today, so let's keep this moving. Okay, we've got another client list here. Stace and Courtney just posted. I want you to see this because they posted this. I literally put this on my Facebook feed just a few minutes ago because she posted some pictures. We bought this property on Sanderson. So Sanderson is the address of the property, 1425 Sanderson, okay? Now, Sanderson we picked up for $285. And generally speaking, guys, I want to see us acquiring somewhere in that below $300,000 range right now, because below $400,000 and just above is what's still moving actively right now, okay? So let's take a look at the inside of this property. Came out absolutely gorgeous. Now, Stace is a super handy guy. I don't even know if he knew how handy he was, but Stace is Courtney's partner on this deal. He was managing the labor on the property, did an incredible bang-up job. Here's the front shot here. Not for listing here, but just kind of give you an idea of the exterior color. They did a great job putting this island here in the center. Check that out. Wonderful job. Note the paint colors, the tile. We're doing all basically the same thing here. The interior design is not altering that much. Purchased the property for $285, going on the market for $435 this weekend. Okay, so stand by because this one is going to blow it out of the water. It's going to blow it out of the water, guys, because we're going to blow way past that desired $25,000 profit margin. These are real world scenarios with real people who are doing real deals right here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So again, although there's other networking groups out there that teach you the theory of real estate investing, I pride myself on the fact that we are actually taking action and doing deals. We've got clients coming in and we're helping them to actually do deals right here in the local market. You can be a success story as well. One last one. I'm going to open it up for questions on the deals. Hang out. There's definitely going to be some great Q&A on this one, I'm sure. So let's check this out. Okay, third one. And we've talked about this one a couple of times, but Steve is his name. Steve is a great story because Steve, right after he signed up for coaching, was shipped off to Poland because he's one of our proud military service members and they needed him out there. That was a few weeks after we signed up for coaching. Now, while he was away, we found a deal for him on Winnipeg, purchased the deal. We picked up the property for $255. Did the work with one of my top contractors. Corey has handled the remodel on this wonderful remodel. Once again, check it out. Look at how well this came out, okay? On the market for like 7-8 days the first time it sold. Went under contract. The buyer was fishing for a discount. And you're going to see that a lot in this market. Because the market's gone up so high, people are suspecting that there's more motivation in the market. And they aren't wrong. There's a lot of sellers who need to sell right now who didn't sell in the previous months. But we're not that motivated as investors. Our target is profit. And we've got a gorgeous house present on the market, so we don't have to sell cheap to get a nice house sold. Nice houses are still selling in the market. Their time on market is exactly in line with where it should be. Nothing has changed in the nice house segment, okay? So don't worry about, is my house going to sell? If you price it correctly, if it looks nice, the answer is absolutely. So I'm going to pop this one on so you can see it. Here you go. Got the property for $255, spent about $30,000 on the remodel. It sold once. Buyer tried to get a significant discount, asking for stuff that wasn't really there. We kicked that buyer to the curb. 3 days later, went under contract again for slightly higher the second time because, again, the market is, in fact, heating up right now for the spring and summer months that are upon us. Guys, this is real. It's happening. The time is now. The market is here. I can help you to do your first real estate deal. That is 3 quick examples. And I want to send a shout out to the people who recently signed up. Welcome aboard, Greg. Super excited to have you here, the Foreclosure Deals Coach team. New client signed up about a week ago. Picked up another client here with Matt Aporta. Welcome to the team, Matt. Super excited to have you. People are signing up. I'm getting 1 or 2 clients a week right now, and we are finding all of them deals via my on-market and off-market strategy that I help to find my clients deals right here in the local market. Okay, so this is not theory, it's practice, it's real profit is being made. And when you sign up for coaching, you're gonna be able to get a guarantee that we're gonna do a deal with a minimum profit of $25,000. That's $25,000 in your pocket. Okay, for doing a deal after all of your expenses, after your rehab costs, your commission, your cost of funds, you'll be walking out with a back end profit of $25,000. Now, there are those who will say, well, that doesn't sound like a lot of money. The idea, guys, is consistency. I did 47 flips in a year, and because I was doing so many, I was able to increase my average profit to closer to 40 to 42,000 per deal. But when I was getting started, I was just looking to create that volume, and that's what I encourage my clients to do, is get that volume up. You can eventually increase your profitability by doing increasingly harder deals, but you've got to walk before you run. And to get started, it is so important. It is so important to start with deals that are real basic: paint, flooring, carpet, cabinets, countertops, tile, etc. We don't want to get into structural for sure. We're avoiding mold or issues like that. No meth labs. That's insanity, especially when you're getting started. The deals we're doing are very basic remodels, ideally, that have a solid back-end profit. But the idea is that I'm going to help you to find that deal so you're not paying for coaching and then going, well, now what? Right? So that's it, John. You nailed it. Go for the singles, not the home runs. Guys who are swinging for the fences on every single deal are going to strike out a lot more. But if you can hit a consistent bunt, if you can bunt your way to first base, you will make the Hall of Fame. That's the key, is to getting your batting average up, is to go for the singles. That's a great point, John. Thank you for that. John is one of my clients, signed up on a Wednesday. Now that I know he's watching, I'm going to brag on him a little bit. Signed up on a Wednesday. He's working with his own capital to do deals, so was able to close his deal on, we went to see his deal on Thursday morning. Closed that deal on Friday morning because he was able to move his own capital to do the deal. Okay, that's how fast we can put people in the deal. Corey, our construction manager, is on it right now. Property is going to be done sometime in the next 10 to 12 days. He's had it for less than a month at this point. Probably has another 10 to 12 days in construction before that will go on the market. Another great profit on that deal, and because he has the lower cost of funds, because he was able to bring his own cash, that's going to be a very profitable deal on a deal that might not have had enough margin, for people who had to finance it, etc. So that's just a great deal. And thanks for the heads up on Corey. Is awesome. I think so too. And yeah, Rod Carew. I mean, look at the Hall of Famers out there that made their living in professional baseball by just getting on base. You can make your living in real estate investing just understanding that the goal is to get on base. Here's a question. Can you buy real estate under a trucking company, run for 1.5, I'm going to assume, years, and a bank loan for real estate? Yes. Understand that you're getting a hard or private money loan. So what you need to get a hard or private money loan is an LLC, which the trucking company is probably under, right? Regardless of the age, that's not as important. And more age corporation is definitely valuable, but it's not critical because they're lending to the corporation on the merits of the deal. That's a critical part of it, okay? They're not looking at your personal credit completely. They do look at it. You can't have a bunch of bad stuff on your credit, but really what they're concerned about is your LLC, the fact that you have a business account, because the loans that we do for our clients can only go to businesses. So yes, you can buy real estate under a trucking company that's been run for 1.5 years, and it's not a bank loan, it's a hard money loan. Banks are a real pain in the butt as it relates to real estate finance at the pace we need to work with. So I'll be introducing you to my list of private and hard money lenders that I work with all the time that want to work specifically with my clients to do deals, because they know that when you're working with me, you got a higher probability of getting a deal done successfully and not losing their money. Okay, so you'll get a lower down payment, a lower interest rate, and lower points on the loan, all of which are going to save you money, ultimately making the coaching that much more valuable to you. I hope that answers your question, but the answer is a solid yes. Any other questions I can answer? We're at the 20-minute mark. Like to make this a Q&A session. This is a good time for people who want to get coaching to join in and ask questions. Also, as you can see here, some of my clients show up at this meeting. We love to have them as much as possible here to network, to socialize, and really explain how well this program works for everybody who really leans into it and decides they want to do their first deal. So any other questions out there that I can answer? All right, listen, I am excited, guys. I am pumped up. We are bringing in new clients left and right. 1 year, I can put a coaching fee. No, the coaching fee does have to be paid up front, to clarify on that. Um, so you have to make an upfront investment. And guys, I get that the investment it seems like it's expensive, but if you're unwilling to put a little bit of money into your real estate education up front, you're probably not going to make it anyway. Okay, you can borrow the down payment for the house if you don't have it. You can borrow the funds to buy the property, but the first investment you have to make is in yourself. Okay, and I'd love to chat with you. Sorry, user, I don't know your name here, but yes, you have to pay the coaching fee up front. That being said, I have financing available for the coaching fee as well. So if you've got moderate credit, we can finance that out, so you don't have to use any of your own cash if you don't want to, but you do pay the coaching up front. And obviously you got to buy the house, so we have to get them loan for that as well. So yeah, you do have to get financed for that. We can finance the coaching though. So if you want to chat about that, message me, please. Let's get you connected with the financing company that's doing that. But for what I understand, with a 620 FICO or better, and being able to show an income of $35,000 or more, you'll be able to finance the coaching for 2 years at about $250 to $290 a month. So it is very affordable if you need to finance the coaching, but you really need to jump in and do that. And yeah, shoot me a call, send me a message. If you want to text me, my number is 719-649-2500. I'm a real live person, a real live coach who wants to work directly with people who want to make an investment in themselves. And thanks again, John, for saying that. It really is an investment in yourself to invest in the coaching that you need to get started. But don't hesitate because you don't want to pay the coaching fee, or that you don't think you can afford to do that. You really, if you look at investing $6,000, whatever the coaching amount is, against the $25,000 that you can make doing a deal, it's no comparison at all. Right? So if you're unwilling to make that investment, with all respect, you just don't get this at the level you need to understand. You're paying up front to guarantee an outbound result. So anytime you make an investment, you're expecting to get a return on investment. I can help you to get a return on that investment within 90 days or less. You're doing your first deal, getting your money back on that investment, and starting in a better position than you were financially when you get going. Not theory, actual practice with actual people who are getting actual results flipping property and making way more than the $25,000 that I'm promising as the back end profit. It is working. I would love to have you be a part of it as well. Thank you for the questions. Okay, we are at 22 minutes and etc. So opening it up one more time for questions. And please do give me a call. At very least, I would love to chat with you about it, okay? Because I get it. I get this is a big investment. The people who can step out of their own way and just make that investment are getting results. They're making real money in real estate investing. And I'm pumped up, as you can clearly tell, because I'm making an impact on my clients' lives at a level that I didn't even predict that could work. So I think it's just an awesome deal to do that. I agree, John. It's a no-brainer, And although I usually discuss the coaching fee on the call, if you qualify for the discount, you can get it down to only $6,000. It's a no-brainer investment. You just got to hop on and take advantage of it while that opportunity is available. All right, we're wrapping it up for the day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was informative. If nothing else, you know that real people are getting real results. And I want you to stay tuned. If you haven't already, go to the podcast, listen to the podcast, because I'm on YouTube and on wherever else you listen to your podcast, but you're going to get a real feel for the people that I'm helping. I'm going to bring them on the show when their deals are done. We're going to talk about their story in real time again, so you know that it's real. What's up, William Tingle? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Real people getting real results. There were closing deals out there. Lives are being changed. And I'm 100% certain I can change your life too with real estate investing. With that, this is Donny Coram, your foreclosure deals coach, thanking you yet again for tuning in each and every single week to the live Q&A session here on the Foreclosure Deals Coach Group. Thank you for being here. Excited to have you. And remember, don't buy a house, buy a deal.